Alright, what's up Dragon Brood? We just had the monthly reset, so I figured why not take a look at this cool deck over here that actually plays the hits from some recent decks we built, and we kind of jammed them all together to see if we can make Naya work with the cool pile of artifacts, and I think we got there today. So let's hop right in and take a look at what this deck can do and what we're going to be playing with today. I want to remind everybody, if you'd like to submit deck lists or get your decks looked at or get your stuff featured here, please do so one of three ways. One is you can go to our Discord and we can talk about stuff in there. People get help with decks all the time. Totally free. Links in the description. Show up to one of my streams if we're doing requests on YouTube streams, or if you're just in a Twitch stream for absolutely free, you can use the channel points. You can do it that way. Or you could become a member here on the channel. Join button's down below. And you can submit a deck list. We can talk about it, we look at it, update it, do all that fun stuff, and there's a chance you're going to be featured here on the channel. So there's those three ways. Links for stuff down in the description below. And if you want to protect all your stuff, y'all know the drill. Check out my sponsor, ultrapro.com/PowrDragn. Use promo code PowrDragn. You'll save 5% at checkout, and they will support the channel. Okay, now like I was saying, this is basically a mashup of all the stuff we did with various artifact decks through the last couple of weeks. So we're starting with 3 Reinforced Ronin. Not 4 because I'm out of room and I'm trying to cram cards in. It's just what it is. We're playing Voltage Surge because we do need some removal. Then we're playing Teething Wormlet, which does benefit from the Reinforced Ronin coming into play every turn. Since we're going to be dipping into white, I'm going to go ahead and play some Destroy Evil so we can get rid of Shieldrids and whatnot. Then we're going to play 3 Thalia. Now, Thalia is not an artifact creature, nor does it benefit from artifacts coming into play. But we are playing a lot of creatures, and our non-creature spells are very cheap. So we're going to use this as a way to try to slow down the opponent's big sweepers, maybe their planeswalkers or an Invoke Despair, anything like that. Hopefully Thalia helps us out. Then we're going to go with 4 Gallagreators, again benefiting from creatures coming into play. Also generates a treasure which triggers things like our Yoshin Dissident, which we played in our Naya or our Selesnya artifact list early on. And this was great, right? Every time you have an artifact come into play, boom. And this is a turn where like you can play Reinforced Ronin, would come into play, trigger say like Gallagreators, you can make a treasure, both of those trigger the Dissonant. So like lots of cool little stuff like that we got going on. We're going to try out some Bank Busters to see how we feel about these. One of the things about the Bank Buster I'm hoping is that if we do run into sweepers or whatever, we do at least have this that we can attack with after the fact. Still have a creature on board, but it can also help us find other cards to kind of keep the game going. Simian Simulacrum, this card's been really good, just pumping up our team and keeping pressure up. Then we're going to play some Platoon Dispenser. If we're going to be making all the treasure and stuff from Gallagreators and whatnot, we might as well have something to do with the mana. And late game, this lets us make other 1/1s, which is also good. But really, we're mostly playing this for the actual cards. But don't forget it does have Unearth, and you can play it out of the graveyard in a pinch. Then we have Steel Seraph. If you're playing any type of artifact deck, Steel Seraph is one of the best cards you can be playing. Honestly, if you're playing an aggro deck with white, this ends up being a really good card, unless maybe you're playing something on theme like Soldiers. But this card, very, very good in here. And then our lands, we have 1 Iganjo, a Plains, Sekinzan, 3 Forest, 4 Carplusian Forest, 2 Rockfall Vale, 2 Battlefield Forge, 2 Sundown Pass, 3 Brushland, 2 Overgrown Farmland, and 3 Jetmir's Garden. And that's it. So the deck should play exactly like you think it's going to, with all our different interacting parts with our artifacts, but we'll see. And as always, watch the games, catch up with me on the back end of the video, because we'll definitely talk about things we want to change based on what we learned from those games. And I'll have a cool card spotlight for you. My goodness. Okay, sure. I mean, we're on the play, so I mean, I guess we try to see what we could do with this, but boy, this is gonna be a rough go. Let's see what removal they have, if they want us to keep that Deuter or not. We're not blocking, that's for sure. Alright, they decided to go with the Underdog there. This is actually a very interesting choice. We're going to play that and pass, and just see what the opponent's up to. Yep, go to 12. Okay. That's not so... I mean, it's a lot of bodies, but that could have been way worse. Oh, bro, where were you at? Alright, I guess this kind of works. Make a treasure. Pumps each of those dudes. I guess put a counter here. Play this. Put a counter here. Pass. Kind of trying to balance all this out. Crew with this and this. I mean, it probably dies here anyway, but, you know, do what we got to do. Let's just do this, I guess. Fortunately, we have another Bankbuster and Seraph, so like it's not the end of the world. What is that? When it dies, it comes back? One of those spells? Yeah, when it dies, it just comes back. That's fine. Okay, sure. Okay, well, that's a set of things that happen. Treasure. Plus this. We're going to go ahead and run a Seraph out there. We're going to +1 this tutor. Gain some life. Put a counter here. Go to our next step. Give this lifelink. Attack. And the turn. Alright, somehow we got all the way back to 16 life, so that's really good. Not worried about Shieldred with this in hand. That could be annoying, but we have a lot of blockers, so it's fine. Yeah, not too worried about that. Does this only put a counter? It puts a counter on any creature, right? It dies if it can't put a counter. Yeah, alright. You know what? I will trade this. I probably don't need to, but I'm willing to. Sure. I will tell you, people really do seem to like those types of cards. I have never enjoyed them. Even when I've had, like, I've tried playing them in boards or builds where I have, like, weird combo-y things and stuff, and it just never works out. At least in my experience. Yeah, next. Give this flying. Okay. End the turn. Yep, you get a squee. Man, you can make something not block here. That's real. I mean, still the game's over. But we'll block here, and we'll block here. And we take 2, 4, 8, 9. Yeah, that seems fine. Actually, I should have crewed this and blocked with that. But that's fine. Yeah, doesn't change anything. Alright, we'll keep. Alright, that's not too bad. Not what I was planning on doing, but... You know, I was gonna Bankbuster up first and do some stuff. But we'll see. Maybe we'll get an untap land and it'll make the idea for turn 3 a little bit easier. We did find an untap land, and it will indeed make the next turn a little easier. Alright. No attacks. I'm sure here's a dude that's going to pump the team. Because that's what soldiers like to do. Yep. Sounds like a plan. We go down to 14. No blocks. Oh, but another worm. Oh, actually, you know what? This doesn't work anyway because that's another... It's not another white one. I mean, we could play Simulacrum, I guess, which would be real. But let's do this. Let's get a treasure. That turns those into 2/2s and gets us some life. And then this gets us some life back. And then we just pass. So now we can block with the Bankbuster. We can play a Simulacrum, pump our team. Get our mana right. So there's a few things we could do here. We also have a treasure if we just want to go ahead and play Seraph. Though I think I'll wait till we can play a 5/4 Seraph. That's going to be better for us here, I think. Yep. You got it. Alrighty. We get an easy block here. Gotta love when that happens. I'm going to go ahead and block the token so they don't have anything in the yard they can take advantage of later. This could be very good on the coming turn as well. Alright. We're going to get treasure here. And I'm going to put the counters here. And we're going to end the turn. So now if they pump something big enough, we can kill it with the Destroy Evil. We've got potentially a big Seraph that can start sending stuff flying over the top. We're going to gain at least 2 life next turn, if not 4. Cathar. Alright. That's a real thing. What do you go for? Want to get rid of that. Sure. Not opposed to it. Awesome. So if we choose to kill that, that's not so bad. Yeah, I was going to say, that probably would have been a bad turn for the opponent. Ooh, another Wormlet. Huh. Well, this is an interesting thing. So if we wanted to kill Cathar. Huh. What do we do here? I almost want to, like, kill the Cathar, leave this up as a threat, block. This comes into play, we would get to... so convoluted here. Alright, we're just going to do this. And then we're just going to pass, I think. No attacks. Really not much reason to do anything else there, I don't think. We can just set up a bigger turn next turn. And if for some reason they play Myrel here, we can just kill her instead. Which would be a much bigger get for us. But we'll see what they do. It is a Myrel. Look at that. Because we were patient, we got rewarded. Look at that. So we have to kill this on our turn now, mind you. Because that's how Myrel works. But still good to be able to get rid of it. And we're not remotely mad about it. Sure. No attacks. Though if they have another, this is real bad. Ooh, that's pretty good, though. That's pretty good. Alright. Team is big. Team's got keyword big. Alright. I mean, can you only attack with your 4/4? Your reinforcements? They're not even attacking with that. Alright, we'll draw a card then. That's interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need to draw an untapped land here? Or that. That is a thing. Okay. We don't hate that. Let's go ahead and just +1 this guy, I think. And then we'll end the turn. All right. We're mostly safe here. I don't want to say we're safe, because obviously they can keep putting counters on stuff with the veteran to make our life tough. But this is at least reasonable. And if we're really hard up, we can actually search, see if we can find a removal spell. Either kill the adversary or kill the Cathar, get a bunch of triggers, so we'll see. Reconstruction. Ooh, for 2. Okay. That's not great. Yeah, I was afraid something like that might happen. It's a little tough. Alright, well, we'll just have to find a way to deal with it. Getting rid of that, sure. Get to keep our larger bodies, which is mostly okay, I suppose. Though getting that other veteran really does complicate things a lot. Alright. Opponent's being very conservative, like not wanting to lose anything here. That doesn't do a whole lot for us. 2 of those could, however. Also a big 4/6, gaining some life, actually. Or gaining creature or cards is not the worst thing, but let's go with this. And then, you know, I'm going to go ahead and treasure up, I think. Well, if we don't, we have the ability to do another Seraph next turn. So let's not do that. All right. In the turn. We have to be very careful, because there are sequences where we don't get quality blocks here, so we have to be kind of careful. Like this. This is where it gets a little dicey. Alright, you got a big old team. How much can we block and survive? I guess that is the other question for them too, is if they all out attack, how does that end up for them? So attacking with just the 6/6s and a 7/7. Alright. I think we can live with this. I was wondering why they didn't attack like that previously. Okay. So we're at 26. 4 of those do not kill us. So we have to stop 4 things, right? I don't think we can really do that effectively. However, we can crew this with this. Actually, I should have done that differently and given up the smaller creature. But I guess it doesn't matter totally because of how we're going to block. So if we kill off one of these, everything becomes one smaller, right? So if we kill block here, and we block... This is a 6/6 currently, but it's getting 1, 2, 3 bonuses, so we can only get it down to a 5/5. No, actually, if we block... Oh, actually, this is interesting. So if we block here, and then we block here, we kill this off, then they get shrunk down. This dies, shrinks them down further, so then we get to kill that. We get those back. So we block here as well? Is that the game plan? Huh. And then we'd still be taking 6, 12, 18, 25. But then we get a creature back. We get to gain some... I mean, I don't know. This is tough. All right, I think we're still dead next turn. But let's go. Because they're going to get a bunch of tokens here as well, which is the problem. Which is why I almost tried to get both of those back, but didn't think it was going to work out for us. So this can get us... I have to gain 2. We can play this. Get a treasure, because that gets us more life. And then I think we're still dead, because we can get to 15, and then we can only block 1, 2, 3, 4. Take 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, maybe. No, because we're going to block 3, actually. All right, well, let's see what happens. Actually, we have to give this lifelink. We can't even give it flying. That's tough. All right, well, that's what we got to do. All right, I think we're still dead, because they can just use that and give everything +1. It's all right, GG's. Oh, wait, they're not doing that. I'm pretty sure if they would have done that, we would have died with no real recourse. Now we have at least a fighting chance, which, yeah. Yeah, I don't think the opponent should have done that, actually. And now we actually have some reasonable blocks, I would think. Possibly. And again, if stuff dies, they get tokens, so we're still just buying time. I don't know if we stay alive, but it's something to consider. Okay. This is what we assumed was going to happen. So do we get to block enough to stay alive? We obviously have to block the big things, and we want to kill those things. And we'll get some triggers. Well, no, we won't, because the Gallic Readers is going to die. Like, that is a given. It has to die, sadly. Yeah, let's see. We're at 15. That's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18. So we got to stop 4 to stay alive. Okay, again, I guess we can do that. We can kill a token, which doesn't produce another creature. Actually, do we even need to do that then? Problem is, we kind of want a Gallic Readers, though, you know? How's that? 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah. That's rough. Alright. I think this is the best we can do. And then we're still on the verge of death. Yep, still never got there. Alright. Because opponent's at 14. The most we can do is 11. Oh, wait. We have exactly enough. I almost conceded. Check this out. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter where we put the counters. We put them here. Use this. It comes into play. We put the counters on the Steel Seraph. Give this flying. And then we get in for Oh! How, Sway? Okay. Man, that last game was something else. I mean, I guess we keep this, even though we can't play anything on turn 2. Actually, to be honest, knowing we can't play anything on turn 2, I should have just played one of these tap lands and just played a Gallic Readers. That would have just been smarter, truthfully. Because then this turn, I could have played Wormlet, got a thing, got a treasure, had a 2/2. Now I'm going to be kind of behind on size. And now we're going to get extra punished for it, as we should. Serves me right. I deserve all of that. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. See, I would have had an extra treasure here. I'd had a 2/2 Wormlet. So, like, this is totally my own fault. I can't blame anybody but myself for this. Truly. Alright, no blocks. This is not coming together at all. It's not really worth it for us to play the other Thalia. Alright. Tough life. Alright. Veteran. Let's just kill this off. Take a pile of damage. Kill the 2/2. Play Thalia. Make a treasure. No attacks. Hoping this buys us enough time that maybe we could do 2 things next turn. If we find another Wormlet, that'd be great. Alright, putting counters on everybody. That makes a lot of sense. We will actually, I won't even trade for Thalia's, actually. We'll just take 6 here. And we'll keep our Thalia. Since we get to gain life this turn. Oh, actually, that might be even better. Nah, we're going to gain 3 here. I'm just going to gain the life. And I'm going to assume we can safely attack. Maybe we can't, and it's a mistake. We'll find out. Alright. I mean, we have Thalia's working in tandem to make stuff more expensive. But now we can also make more duders if we need to. So that's actually pretty key. Alright, then go search. That guy's pretty good. It don't suck, as they say. Alright, that's not a bad one to have. We're going to go with this. Go biggie sized. We're going to get treasure. Give this flying. And we're just going to try to keep things moving. And now we have enough mana that we should be able to play whatever's necessary. Matter of fact, 1 more mana and we can play Bankbuster and Voltage Surge, so that's fine. Get rid of the Seraph? We can live with that. What do you want to do, opponent? I mean, they can go Scry. They chose not to. We are going to kill this guy. I'm going to tap some things. All right. Which will get a treasure. And then we're going to go ahead and play this. And we can't quite attack for lethal in any way here. But we can give this lifelink, give this flying. Guess it doesn't really matter. If we give this flying, this is better than giving this flying. The concern here, though, is if they find one of the 2/2 dudes, or the 2 mana dudes that gives everybody flying and +1, that would suck, because then this would be... Well, they have to attack with 5 things, though. So I guess it wouldn't be so bad yet. Alright, let's go with this flying. And we'll just see how this ends up. Willing to gamble. I guess Wormlet does also have Death Touch because it has extra counters on it at this point. They're giving up their Thalia. That just feels like there's another one over there. But that's good. That means we don't have to worry about a lethal attack coming in any way, shape, or form here. So we'll take it. In the turn. Get more cards. That is excellent. I'd like to see it. Alright, there's the other Thalia. No surprise. Dennick. Unfortunate, because that's some life gain here that we didn't want them to have. Okay, they scoop. Okay. Alright, we'll keep it. Not the craziest hand, but we'll see how this works out. Gonna go with this first. Since they're playing blue-white, hopefully to slow them down from interacting with some of our stuff for the first couple of turns. That would make us happy. And we're gonna attack. Go ahead and play this, because we're gonna need mana. I would say getting another untapped land there wouldn't have been the worst thing. But, you know what? That looks like they don't have a thing. So, what the hell are we going to do here? Let's just go... Treasure? +1? Taxis? Alright. I mean, I know a sweeper's coming next turn, but we're going to do what we can do anyway. Oh, they had to dissipate. Look at that. They had a real counter. Alright. Unfortunately, that also exiled it, so that sucks. Yep, we knew that was coming. Got a Steel Seraph. Actually, let's go with this, because if this dies, that's not the worst thing. Alright, they get to gain a bunch of life. Now that's unfortunate. Alright. Really needed some mana there. But this is also a case of, like, playing against a control deck and, like, you know, draw the removal cards. They're not going to do anything. Farewell for one card. Wow, what a beating. But, hey. What you going to do? They're literally just going to try to remove everything we play. Well, unfortunately, we have cards that don't do anything against them, so they can do whatever they want here. Alright, we can kill a Wandering Emperor.
Until next time, then.
Do.
Do the talking.
Yep. Wow, that sucks. Yep. I mean, still nothing on my side, so you do you, opponent. Alright, I'm just going to give him the GGs. I'm not going to sit through. We've drawn 3-4 straight land. That's it. Okay, sure. Kind of interesting because we probably still play Thalion 2 here, I think. So we're probably going to go Wormlet, Thalia, maybe not Reinforce Ronin, assuming if we get to play the Simulacrum or not. Alright, let's see how this goes. Because this could be every which way. Alright, we did find a land, so that's pretty good. And we're playing against a red-black deck, which means they probably have a lot of kill spells. Also, we don't have to take damage here if we play this, which is also nice. You know what? I'm not going to juice up Thalia. because that seems like a bad idea. So I'm going to do this. Mostly because I assume Thale is going to be the thing they really want to kill. But I mean, I guess if they kill the Wormlet and leave Thale out, that works for us too. So it's fine, I guess. Alright, fair enough. We can live with that. We made a decision, and it is what it is. We will play that. We will play this. Alright, that's enough. I feel bad for the opponent. They say RNG hates them. We'll keep this. I would believe because of our hand, RNG is probably going to treat them very well here. Can't imagine they're going to get too much RNG hate with this. Ooh. Wow, this puts us in a bit of a spot, doesn't it? Alright. Taking 1 versus taking 2+, I guess, is the best thing to do here. Alright, that's a thing. Still kill this. Alright, how do we want this to go? Not like that. Alright, this is sad, because this is going to die, and then we're going to get hit for probably a bunch next turn. But if it lives, not the worst thing. Though I can't see how it would live. Okay, well that's one way it could live. That makes sense. Alright. What are we looking to do here? This is tough, right? Because we don't have double white next turn if we do this turn. We would only get this to a 4. But we would also gain a life. And have a blocker. Alright, I think we're still going to go with that. And just say if they have a lightning strike, hey, at least it hits this and not us. If they don't have a lightning strike, then we'll just see what happens. Another Phoenix Chick. That's 4 damage. I mean, we go to 11. That hits a lot of things. Have another one? Impulse. Ooh, a bunch of hasty things. That sucks. Alright, the good news is we can see their hand. So we go ahead and just play this and pass, I guess. But we're going to take 6 and go to 2? Whew, bruh. How do we deal with this? And they can play any of those, right? Alright. Yeah, I don't think we can win from here. Because, like, if we attack, they go to 12. We still end up having to block one of the ground dudes. We would play this. Give this. We would gain 1 from playing an artifact. So we'd go to 3. This would end up having lifelink. That would put us, go to 5. That would put us to 8. We could technically survive. Alright. No attacks. I mean, this is kind of all we can do. I mean, like, if they get a burn spell, we're dead. But we kind of just have to hope they don't. Actually, that further complicates things, sadly. Yeah, I think that's going to do it. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, we go to 2. Well, we can't do nothing about it. We need an untap. Not that. Needed an untapped land. Would have been the best thing. Because then we could have got another point off of the Bank Buster, which would have been nice. Why did they not play this? Huh. That makes things a little weird. All right, so here's what we do. I mean, we're going to take 2, 4. Well, we're going to take 7. We can block 1, but they could also kill that. The thing I'm thinking about is just where do we put the +1 from this? That's the thing. Do I want to just try to gain 6 and go to 8? Or do I want to leave this as a blocker and try to keep this alive against one of those? But if I block, we take 4. We're still alive. I think if they get a removal card, we're dead anyway, right? So let's just do this. Put the counter here. Wormlet grows. We go to 3. We give the Wormlet lifelink. We attack. And hope they draw land. That's kind of our working game plan at the moment. If it's any burn spell, I think we're just dead. Any haste thing, I think we're dead. All right. I think we turn this around then. Yeah, because now we block. Definitely not enough to kill us. Yep. No hesitation on those blocks. Excellent. Is that enough? 9, 10, it is. Woo. Put some counters on things and attack. All right. All right. Do. Yeah, I think that this is a tough one. I don't even know if this is a good hand to keep because I can't think of a deck where this sequence of cards is good on the draw. With like no removal cards, one of a somewhat substantial body. And now we're playing against black, so like I can't imagine this goes the way we want. Concealed curtains. All right. Well, you're definitely going to get something out of our hand next turn. That's for sure. You are going to have choices, my friend. You are going to have a great many choices. All right. I assume that's their plan here to just conceal curtain. No, they could, like, Liliana. Nope, they don't even want to do that. They're just going to do that and attack for 3, I guess. Okay, sure. Seems reasonable. What do we do here? I guess we just do this. And then there's an off chance we get to... Well, I don't know. They'll probably take the Bank Buster out of our hand, I imagine. But we'll see. I mean, this could be a turn where they just try to, like, Shield Rid or something, too. Oh, no, okay, that actually works out. Alright, what would you like to take from us? All of them are good. I mean, we die in 2 turns anyway when they play Invoke Despair. This is exactly what I was saying. Like, a hand like this doesn't do much, so, like, we kind of knew what we were getting ourselves into. Yep, that's not going to be any benefit to us, unfortunately. Yep, no blocks. Go all the way down to 9. Maybe we find another Dissident? That'd be nice. Nope, that is not going to help us here. That is just sad news, is what that is. Sure. We kind of know that we're dead, right? There's no way the opponent's hand doesn't have something quality there. Do. Alright, cool. GG's. You know, I used to remember what it was like to go first a lot. No, I can't complain too much. It's been mostly fine. Just it happens that way and you got to deal with it. Alright. How quickly does this wormlet die? I actually didn't die quickly. Interesting. I thought I knew what I was going to do here, but now I feel like I want to cast this. You're going to let us get a life. Now you're going to kill it? Yeah, it was weird to wait that long. But okay. I mean, I assume they're just playing something with a bunch of removals. So we're just going to do what we can do here. Alright. Put the counter here. We'll crew this. And we'll attack for 4. Alright. I mean, I assume they're just going to have infinite removal, but, I mean, what else can we do about it? Alright, that's interesting. Let's go with this. Let's go with this. Put one here. Put one here. Go to attacks. Opponent goes to 12. Alright. I thought they were checking to see if I was going to crew the Bank Buster, but we obviously didn't. Or are they going to kill our Ronin? Randomly, the Ronin is an artifact. Oh, they could have killed it with an Abrade, though, if they wanted to. Alright. What is this thing? Look at top X. Alright. I'm going to kill our Bank Buster, finally. Just go after our Dissident here. Brotherhood's in. Alright. Legit. Let's draw a card first. Well, that's not so helpful, is it? Alright. I think we'll pass. Very tempting to just cycle this Reinforced Ronin, but not much we can do. Ooh, that's an interesting one to get here. Alright, let's see how the opponent reacts to this. Because maybe they try to kill it. They do. Alright, so hopefully this lives. Alright. We're trying our best here. I don't even know why I'm holding on to Sygandro. It does nothing. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 6, 7. I guess if we'd have got I guess we could have played it, and if we'd have got the 8th land, we'd been able to make 2 creatures with this. So it could matter. But even if we make 1 creature, we could crew the Bank Buster, and that would count. So that's something, I guess. Alright, what are you looking for, opponent? What are you looking for? Okay. Do we go full size? No, we don't go full size. We go half size. Oh, I don't have enough white mana. Oh, never mind. I should have went full size. Damn. That was a bad move. I should have just made the biggest thing possible. That was stupid. Oh, that was dumb. That was really, really dumb. Oh, I guess I could still make one here. All right, that's fine. For some reason, I thought it was double white. It's only a single white that it needs in the cost. I'm gonna go no attacks, but I'm gonna go ahead and spend the mana, make the dude here. And they may want to kill the Seraph. I don't know. We're gonna end the turn. We get a card, so that works. I just didn't want to get into a situation where I attack with one of the creatures I need. I didn't know what was in their hand. A little bit of a conservative turn. I could have probably got some damage in there. But it worked out okay. Dang it. I needed to crew that with that on the stack. I didn't though. That was a mistake. Man, I'm just playing sloppy here in the late stages of this game. Which is sad because we played pretty well to put ourselves in position. And I'm kind of letting it slip away. Which is terrible. But this kind of works out. As long as they don't get to play a Brotherhood's End and destroy artifacts here. Okay. I mean, we can make a dude, crew, attack for 8. Get a card. I mean, that's not the worst thing. Yeah, alright. That's more efficient. Alright. No idea if that's going to be any good. We just have to hope they don't get the right spell against us. Invoke Despair. Sure. What did they get? They get to draw cards and lose life? We're okay with that. That doesn't feel too bad for us. Though they do still have 2 open mana, they could definitely kill a platoon dispenser. So, and if they do, we have to find something to be able to crew the Bank Buster. We can't kill the opponent. So, there's a lot of real stuff here that can happen. That doesn't bother us so much. Now we feel pretty good because they only have 1 mana left. That was a lot of work, but we got there. Alright, so that actually worked out okay. And I was kind of surprised that we won some of the matchups we did. I thought, like, the mono red and even the soldiers matchups were going to be more difficult than we were, but we actually managed to win several of those. So that was actually pretty cool. The downside is I think we're pretty weak to mono black, except when, I mean, there's actually a couple scenarios. If you get an early Thalia or if you're on the play, I think that helps those matchups a lot. I think when you're on the draw and you don't get a Thalia, like, your odds of winning go down pretty significantly. Not saying you can't win, but you need to draw hot to win those matchups. So just know that those are going to be pretty tough, except for under certain circumstances. But otherwise, I think you do have a pretty good game against everything. If I were to make a suggestion, I would say maybe cut a Vault Surge, probably a Bank Buster, and I might even go to 61 cards playing 3 copies of Tamiyo's Safekeeping. I think if you do that, that also helps out those mono black matchups a little bit, and that's probably going to play better to our favors. So, and honestly, randomly save a big creature from stuff like Depopulate and whatnot that we are seeing pop up quite a bit. So, yeah, that's probably the only changes I would make. Otherwise, the deck was actually pretty neat and was a lot of fun. So, give it a go if you've got all these cards, which, if you've built the other decks we've been making for the season, you probably have all these cards, just in different configurations. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about, well, the Transformers, kind of as a whole. Because one of the things I don't think people realize is these are actually all artifact creatures. So, if you really go through their abilities, if you're playing any of the color combinations for them and your deck does something that can take advantage of them, it could actually be an added benefit if your deck also cares about artifacts. The thing is too, I think it's been easy to ignore these, But if you are playing Commander, it's at least worth giving these some consideration, because if you go through them, they do have a lot of really good abilities. Some of them even give your other creatures haste or indestructible or whatever. There's a lot of kind of hidden stuff there that I don't think us as creators have really talked a lot about. So yeah, give them a look if you haven't, but I think the Transformers as a whole are worth picking up, and a bunch of them are still pretty cheap. As long as you don't want the Shattered Glass ones, those ones are expensive. But if you want the regular versions of all of them, they're actually pretty affordable if you want to scoop them up. Now, if you enjoyed today's video and you like beating down with all these cards and playing all these artifacts, check out this Gruul deck we put together, because it's going to be right up your alley, and even play some cards in here that are familiar to you. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.